Go on then, lads, what is going on, boys? Welcome everybody back to another video. Shapeshifters Delaney, he's a centre back, 85 pace, very well rounded, could essentially play anywhere defensively minded, CDM centre back. Wouldn't really recommend him as a fullback, but maybe as a defensive fullback he could get the job done. I think this card would be absolutely brilliant in like a 3-5-2 or a 3 at the back formation, because he can play in both the midfield and the centre back position. But lads, if you guys are new to these objective guides or this objective series, essentially all new objectives EA released, we're going to go over, give you guys my tips and tricks and a step-by-step guide. We'll build you a cheap squad builder that you can use to get these objectives done, and if necessary there will be some in-game gameplay examples for some of the required objectives. Without further ado, let's get into it. Make sure to check out my Twitch and Clips channel as well. All of those links are in the description, and let's get into the video. First of all, you've got assist 4 goals using defenders in squad battles on at least professional difficulty. My number one tip for this one is to simply pause it and move them up to right wing or left wing in game. If you guys want an example, this is what I would personally do. So lads, as you can see in the example, we are going to switch over our right back up to right wing and our left back up to left wing in game, and then we are going to unpause. Obviously it just means assisting from a right wing position is obviously going to be a whole lot easier than assisting from a right back, and it does still count as an assist for a defender. That way it just makes it so much easier, because obviously scoring from the right wing or left wing position is going to be a whole lot easier than scoring from an actual fullback position and having to carry them all the way up the pitch and then try to get that assist that way. Score 5 goals using Danish players, so players from Denmark, within squad battles on at least world-class difficulty. Now this doesn't look too tough. I know there's a few Danish players that come to mind. First one that comes to mind is probably the most usable. I mean, Eriksen's not usually that usable. When you think of Danish, you think Eriksen, but if you're thinking strikers, I do think, what's his name? I forget his name. He's got a man bun. He's only got like 75 pace, but he's a nice target man, and he'll definitely be fine for the squad battles, but we will get into the squad builder shortly anyways. Score a goal from a cross using Bundesliga players in 5 separate squad battle matches, and you also get a summer swap token, which is absolutely class from EA. Now a cross using a Bundesliga player, if you're trying to score a cross, here's an example. To perform a cross, you just have to press square on the PlayStation or X on the Xbox. Now I do want to say as well, it's just a matter of keep trying and make sure you score with your first touch, whether it's a volley or a header. It does not matter if it's a header, a volley, or anything, as long as you score from the cross. Make sure it is your first touch, or otherwise it will not count, alright? Win 8 matches in squad battles on at least professional difficulty with 11 Bundesliga players. And that Danish striker I am thinking about is from the Bundesliga as well, which makes this very easy. Let's get into the squad builder, and then we'll get into the tips. And here's the team we are using. Now this is a man I was thinking of. He's actually got 82 pace. Poulsen. Now he's 6'4", medium high work rates, which medium high as a striker is very unusual. But 6'4", 85 heading accuracy. He's going to be a target man, and the reason he fits this so well is obviously he's Bundesliga, so he'll count, if you start the game, he'll count towards, you know, Bundesliga starting at 11, which is very, very nice. But not only that, he's also obviously Danish, so he'll be able to get the Danish goals. And not only that, he is a very tall man, so he'll be relatively easy to try and cross the ball into and try win that header. Once again, doesn't have to be a header, can be a volley, but it doesn't hurt having a big man up front. We've gone for the 4-3-3 formation, the right mid and right wing, so they can deliver it into the striker. Reminder, you might want to move your right back and left backs up to right wing and left wing, which, I mean, I've chosen some fullbacks with some okay-ish crossing. 77 crossing for Mbabu's nothing crazy. I think Paulio Otavio's got a little bit better crossing. He's got 76, so they've both got 76, 77 crossing. When we get into the chem style part of the video, we will get into that shortly, but I'd probably go for a chemistry style that boosts up that crossing, because that's what you're going to want to try and do. Reminder, pause the game straight away and move your fullbacks up like that, and then after you get that, you can move it back to how you want if you wish. But we've gone for Thorgan Hazard at left mid, 5'9", high, 4-star. I mean, he's got some really nice dribbling. His pace and shooting's nothing crazy, but he'll get the job done. Obviously, Poulsen is the key to this team. Right mid is going to be Sane with a midfield three of Jude Bellingham, Emre Can, and I'm not going to try to pronounce that first name. Let's just say Sal, alright? Left back is Paulo, Otavio. 2 centre-backs is LaCroix and Klosterman, which is a massive throwback to week 1 of FIFA 22. Right back is Kevin Mbabu, and in net we've gone for Kevin Trapp. No particular reason. He's got the rushes out of goal trait, and also he's very handsome, so why not? So tip number 1 is going to be the bench. Now I'm on my road to glory, so my team, this is like day 3 of my road to glory, but I've got a Delaney, Pepe and Ward-Prowse as my best 3 players, so I could most definitely make a sub as soon as I go into the game. Just make sure that obviously when you go into the game that it's starting with 11 Bundesliga players in your starting 11, and then you can make the subs and it'll be fine. I could sub on my Pepe, Delaney and Ward-Prowse and it'll be absolutely golden. So that's tip number 1 is going to be chemistry styles. We'll head into tip number 2 here, which is going to be chemistry styles. Now we're going to go over to Footbin, and as you can see on Footbin, now big ups Footbin, not sponsored by these guys at all, just using these lads as an example. If you're on browser, iPhone, whatever, you can access Footbin. It is very, very helpful if you do play FIFA. Now we're going to take Mbabu as an example because we were talking about getting the crossing up with our fullbacks, right? So basically every single card is going to come with a basic, okay? Assuming he's on full chemistry and your team is on basically full chemistry, these are the boosts that this card will get just by playing without doing anything. Every single card comes with a basic unless you buy him with someone already applied a chem style to him, but he'll get a +3 defending, +3 physical, +5 dribbling, and some more +3s throughout the board. And as you can see, his crossing with the basic, doesn't get a boost. It's still 77, and as you can see, he's an 80 rated right back in game. Now what I would do is I'd look for a chemistry style that can get that crossing up a little bit, just like so. An artist gets it up quite a bit, it bumps him down to a 79 rated fullback, so maybe this isn't the best chemistry style, but we are focusing on that crossing today, giving him that +10 crossing to obviously try and find that cross for Mr. Big Paulson as our target man. So you could definitely go for an artist. Let's see if there's any other ones that makes him a good. There we go. You could go for this. You could definitely go for a powerhouse. Makes him an 82 rated centre back in game compared to the usual 80 rated he would be with no chemistry style. So I mean, an artist puts him up a couple ratings in game. Gives him a +9 passing, +8 defending, and it does also give him a crossing boost. Only +5 this time, but it's still not too bad. 82 crossing is all good. Any other ones will just run through them. Any other ones give him a crossing boost and make him a high rated fullback. Not really. An engine does, to be fair. It doesn't make him too high of a fullback though, and that pace boost is very unnecessary. So I feel like a powerhouse is what you'd want to go for. Gives him a couple rating boost in game, a nice passing and defending boost, and a little bit of a crossing boost. So you'd want to obviously do the same for Paulo, Otavio. The strikers, if you want to just chuck some marksmans or hawks on them, they are only 200 coins on the market if you do not have them in the club. I would avoid using hunters and shadows as they are a little bit pricey. And the third, final, and probably the most important tip when it comes to squad battles. By the way, we are a Div 10 gamer on this account, boys, right? We are a Div 10 gamer. We've played 2 games. I think we've won both of them, so we're getting there, boys. Yeah, we're getting there. Progress on the road to glory. But anyway, squad battles tips. Now, squad battles, essentially, you get 4 squad battle selections every single day. A 192, a 92 rated with 89 chem. These 2 you want to avoid because you want to be playing it on world class difficulty if you want to get all of these objectives done within the 8 games, right? Now, obviously, trying to play a 192 rated team, this is a very nice team, and trying to play this on world class will be quite challenging, even for me. So what you want to do is look for the lower rated teams that you can play. An 86 rated is quite high rated, but the chemistry is all over the place. You've got players off chem and Icardi up top, Tushimini on like free chemistry, so this is definitely a team that will be a little bit easier on world class. Got an 88 rated with 43 chemistry. Let's have a look what this is about. This is a lot of a better team. I probably wouldn't play this one, but basically what you can do every single day, you get a free refresh by pressing square on the PlayStation or X on the Xbox. You do have the option to refresh, but it's not daily, so you can do it daily, right? But it doesn't have to be. If you play one game, you'll have the option to refresh again. So you can play a game, refresh, play a game, refresh, all within 1 hour of each other if you really want to. But we're going to use this refresh, and hopefully they give us a lower rated team. They don't. They've shafted us a little bit, but they have given us a 36 chemistry team. Yeah, I've got Ferran Torres. Okay, this isn't bad. This is the worst team, so I'd obviously want to go ahead, play this on world class. players off cam, Ferran Torres, and you've got like, who else was it off cam? You've got Lingley, sorry, off cam, Lingley, however you pronounce his name. You've got them on literally 2 chemistry, Diogo Jota on 2 chemistry, so you'd be able to beat this on world class. I wouldn't say easy, but it would be a lot easier than playing one of these big boys. You would play this game, refresh again, and hopefully you do hit that team that's 60 rated with strikers and goalkeeper, and a 5'7", 52 rated goalkeeper, right? That's a dream, and they do pop up now and again. Now as well, if I do remove my webcam, you can see 4 out of 40 matches played. Do not worry if you do go over that limit, they will still count towards squad battles. The only thing it means is it will stop counting towards your rank, but it will still count towards your squad battles objectives. So you'll still be able to get it done if you go over that 40 game limit. It just means you won't get any more points if you win that game. So lads, that will bring me to the end of the objectives guide. Just a little recap: assist 4 goals using defenders. You'll want to pause straight away and move your defenders up front. Score 5 goals using Danish players. Poulsen is going to be your target man, and it's only 5 goals. It's not in separate matches, so after you get those 5 goals, you could make your super sub, or after you get like maybe 3 goals, 2 goals in one match, make that super sub, make your life a little bit easier. And then after you get the 5 goals, you could swap him out for like a gold rare Malian, who is obviously Bundesliga and is much better as well. Score a goal from across using Bundesliga players in 5 separate matches. As I said, Poulsen is a man, he is a target man, and you do want to get a chem boost on your defenders to get that crossing up, or even your right wingers if you've already done your defender assist. Just make sure they've got some nice crossing on them, and to win 8 matches is just a matter of getting it done. Could do it in rivals, but let's be real, not much people do. Squad battles, it's offline, it's boring, but it is a lot easier. My number 1 tip for this, lads: chuck a film on in the background whilst you're doing it, so it doesn't get too tedious. It's going to take you like 8 games. If it's 15 minutes a game, that's like a 2-hour grind, alright? 2 hours grind. There's no particular way to speed this part of it up, but what you can do is chuck on a Netflix film, chuck on a Twitch stream, chuck on a YouTube video, whichever you want. Have it in the background to kind of keep you distracted a little bit, so you don't have to play it all out and go from there. Much love, boys. It's been your boy Davis. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.